So I'm looking for dry cleaning near me. So I go to my phone, maybe I say, okay, Google, find dry cleaners near me or in my town or whatever. And this is what pops up. Well, taking a look at this, who would you choose? Seriously, your customers, who do you think they're going to choose based off of what they're looking at here? Let's try the next map. How about this one? Town & Country Dry Cleaners is looking awfully good. 41 reviews, 4.2 stars, compared to Irwin's and Leary's. And nothing against these people. I'm sure they probably all do good work, but you know what? You only need one or two bad people to leave you a bad review because they're having a bad day. And it may have absolutely nothing to do with your business. Or does it? Well, yeah, it does, because when these people do leave the bad review, unfortunately, people like me who are looking for you, who have no idea who you are perhaps, are counting on these reviews to decide if we were good or not. Okay, so people are making buying decisions based on your reviews. And it's really, really critical to get this cleaned up. So here's another option. Here's another town too. Okay, so now we got a different contender here, Eagle Cleaners, 4.8 stars. Fantastic. Yeah, I'd give, oh wait a minute, Town & Country. Hey, they're on the map here too. I thought they were just on the previous slide. They were. 41 reviews. Look at that. They're down here on this town too. How did they do that? Well, it's easy. The more reviews you get, and the higher quality your reviews are, the wider your search radius on the Google map gets. And it's not just Google, it's Bing and Yahoo also. Okay? So I think you learned something here. Not only do your reviews make a difference in how people look at you, but it also makes a difference with your local SEO. It's very, very, very important. So the more reviews you get, and I've seen this over and over and over again, and I'll even show you proof with my own results, how the expansion of your search radius gets when you start getting more reviews. So now I'm not making all this up. So here's a Bright Local survey from last year. Okay. Now we know that everybody looks online for businesses, but take a look at this. 91% of people read online reviews about local businesses. And of those people, they're looking at least 2 or more review sites before they make a decision whether to click or call you. 84% of people trust those online reviews as much as they would from a relative or a friend. Okay, and 73% of those consumers think that reviews older than 3 months aren't relevant anymore. Well, of course not. You know, things change. So if you saw a review from 2009 and it was a negative review, do you think it still stands today? Probably not. Okay, and if you don't think that's enough, take a look at what Google sent this user on their phone. So they're a Google user. They left a review here for Mayfield Florist at some point in time in December. And they got this thank you from Google. Congratulations, your review helped over 500 times. So that's how many people have gone in there and reviewed those results. Google has counted that. And so Google is telling you, it's telling people to leave reviews for people. Okay, this is how important this is. Even the Better Business Bureau, this came out in the most recent newsletter that I got, they're reminding people again and again and again, go in there and check for people, their reviews, and also make sure that you get reviews because people are making buying decisions based on reviews. So there's nothing new to this. Okay, so now you understand you do need to get reviews. And if you don't have any reviews, that's just as bad as having bad reviews. Okay, so there's a couple different ways to get that. Now, if you've ever tried to get reviews from your customers, you know that it can be very hard, right? So a couple of options here. A, spend about a half an hour or so a day gathering contacts, sending emails or text messages, logging all the participation that you did to do this. Hopefully you're doing that, otherwise what's the point? You're logging your campaign, and of those people that did not send you a review, you're going to schedule a follow-up for them. Yeah, you're going to do all this, right? Okay, and also of those people that you send them a request to, pray. Just pray that they don't leave you a bad review, right? Okay, or another option B, have it all done for you, autopilot. And the biggest thing about this is, with the autopilot method, is that you're not going to get negative reviews. The system stops that in its tracks. Only 4 and 5-star reviews go through. 3 stars or fewer, you get an email. And that gives you a way of talking to the customer, and it gives you a way to get feedback on your business and also reclaim that business. So here's an example of the system in action. Okay, one of my customers, and you can see this is a landing page that we created for her, and we branded it with her logo, and we gave a little intro, and this is all customized, whatever we wish to do. The bottom line is that she has 5 stars in here, so somebody gets an email saying, hey, you mind reviewing us? And they click on the link and it takes them here. So let's just watch what happens when she gets a Google review. I know it's going a little fast, but I'll go back. So we go into the Google page, 5 stars, start typing in the review. How hard was that? Because one of the biggest things that you hear from people is that I forgot, it's too hard to do, or I just didn't have time, right? Okay, the system eliminates that. And not only that, people will still not follow up. They still won't follow through. So this system will remind them 3 days later if they didn't leave a review automatically. And if they still didn't leave a review, 7 days later, it'll send the final reminder email to leave a review. It's beautiful. Okay, now let's take a look at how this system helped me. So I started this back in August when Google did their update and really put a lot of emphasis on local search results, right? But the reason why I actually have the slide here is to show you how I rank. And I use ProRank Tracker to look at my search results, and it tracks this. Every dot here is a day of the week, right? So you can see how my WordPress Designers Rochester increased here once I started getting more reviews, and it stayed that way consistently. Okay, but I didn't know this at first. The reason why I found out is because I started getting a lot more calls, which is great, but every single person that called me, and I mean every single person, said, in one way, shape, or another, said, you got great reviews. And I thought that was awesome, so I said, wow, those reviews that I got really did me justice. But what I didn't know is how it was affecting my search results. Okay, take a look at this one here in Bing. I don't even optimize for Bing. In fact, I wasn't even on the radar with Bing back in November. And all of a sudden, boink, I pop up on page 2, and next thing you know, I'm on page 1 and climbing. How's that for some optimization that you didn't even try for? Okay, and again, it came from reviews. So here's another customer, and this customer is a mine that we started his review system not too long ago, and he's doing excellent with it. And he gets reviews almost on a daily basis, and he has a lot of volume. Okay, so same thing here. And somebody can go in here and they can choose 1 through 5 stars, and if they choose 4 or 5 stars or better, it allows you to leave a review. If it's 3 stars or fewer, it will not. So let me show you that on the next slide here. So we can stop bad reviews from ever coming in the first place, because if they do 4 or more, you can see what it's going to do. It's going to request them to go to a review site. Okay, and what it will also do is give them instructions on how to leave the review. Let's say if they click on Google, it'll tell you what to do. Okay, if not, if they're already logged in, it can take them right into the reviews. If they get fewer than 4 stars, well, let me back up one, sorry. We can have this little email box pop up instead. I'm sorry we fell short. Please tell me more so we can address your concerns. We strive for 100% customer satisfaction. And you can put in there anything you want, completely customizable. So rather than getting an email from this customer, maybe you can settle this and bring them back as a customer. So you have a way of looking at your system as well as getting looking at your business practices as well as getting reviews. You're getting feedback also without getting the bad reviews. Okay, there are up to about 50 different review sites online and growing. And these are just some of them. And we can set your reviews up to go wherever you wish. I like starting with Google because it builds up your local search results in Google quickly. Okay, but if you decide, we can always recycle your list over and over again and request different places for them to leave a review. All right, so this is an email that came to Chuck from Bonehead Performance, and this is automated. So he gets an email, and I get copied on it too, and you can copy as many people as you want. and shows you the reviews that you got and shows you where you got them on Google. And there you go. Also, the cool thing about this, even if you get a review from a site or somewhere that you didn't even request people to do it from, the system still crawls the review sites, finds the review, detects it, and still notifies you that you got that review. So even if it's one that we're not even trying for, you'll get notice that you got a review. Now, if you didn't think that reviews were important enough, take a look at this one. And this one I got about a week or so ago, and yeah, about a week ago. And this is from that hair salon client that I told you about. And she actually got a 1-star review, okay, which is a terrible review, correct? But take a look what it did. Instead of getting the review, it never went to Google. It never went to Facebook. It didn't go to any of the review sites. It just came to an emailer. And of course, I got copied on it, right? So Catherine clicked 1 star. And if you read this review, you can see that this review is not even fair. And that happens so often. And that happens so much that it dramatically affects your business from people just being stupid. Okay? Or whatever reason. Who knows why she did this. But, you know, basically what she's saying here, and you can read it, but basically what she's saying here is that, okay, she's retiring. And in parentheses, she says, and I completely understand, but she leaves a 1-star review? Come on. This is stupid. All right, so that in itself is a reason to just have the system alone. Now, here's another really cool feature though. When you get a review, you can have this automatically posted to your Facebook page, your business page, and your Twitter page as well. You can have it automatically sent there every time you get a good review. You also get reports that can come to you on a monthly basis. And this is only a tiny snippet of what comes in this report, but it shows you how they came in, how they get funneled. It tells you the click-throughs, the whole 9 yards. Okay, so, and this can be an automatic schedule that comes out to you. So let's put it this way. I think you understand the value of this. So keep in mind, for what it would cost for pressing a pair of pants and charging somebody a day is about what this would cost you. Or you could try doing it yourself. But if you're ready, getmystars.com or get a hold of me, especially if you have multiple locations, then I'd like to talk to you.